First of all, how would you define your role here?
Well, I think we came up with I'm a special assistant to everyone, is basically what they came up with. Really, I'm here to help in any way I can, mentor in any way I can, but also watch, try to help give some advice, and also learn for myself from the other coaches that have been in the game for a long time. We got some great coaches with some great experience that will help me be able to communicate the words that I need to get out and get to the players also.
We tweeted out a photo of you observing Cardinal pitchers the other day, and it got an enormous response. Everybody saying, boy, I hope Carp teaches some of his toughness. The one guy that everybody thinks has some Chris Carpenter similarities is Jack Flaherty.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have an impression on him yet?
Yeah, I mean, I've obviously watched Jack all last year and, got to know him a little bit and built a relationship with him. And he's definitely got some edge to him. He is himself. He's his own pitcher. He's got his own abilities, and we're trying to figure out a way to bring the best of Jack Flaherty out. And part of that is in controlling his emotions, controlling his competitiveness, and make sure we're directing it in the right avenues. And the great thing about all of our young guys that we have is they're all here to learn, to listen, and they want to, and they all want to get to be as good as they can and work as hard as they can. So that's great for us to work with.
You talk about controlling your emotions, but weren't you sometimes at your best when you were most passionate and fierce out there?
Yeah, but I was on the edge, right? You never want to go over the edge. You want to get to that edge where you can still compete, you can still think about what you're doing, you can still focus on your pitches that you're executing, but have that competitive edge, that tenacity that you want to go out and compete and grind through a game.
How much do you miss the competitive juices flowing? You don't get that now.
No, you don't, and you definitely, that's something that you miss the competitiveness. You're not going to find it in any golf game, any men's basketball league or hockey league, or basically you're not going to find it anywhere. You just do not find the level of competitiveness anywhere else in your life. So you just have to accept it and try to enjoy the other ability or the other areas that you can compete in, but know that when I'm at home playing in a over 30 men's basketball league, we're not going to compete like we did in 2005 at Busch Stadium against the Brewers or Cubs or something like that.
You never competed harder than 2011 Game 5 NLDS at Philadelphia. It's the second best Cardinal pitching performance I ever saw. How do you remember that moment?
It's people bring that up to me all the time, and it was a great game. It was a great experience, but for me it was just the culmination of what a group of guys that we had that just, again, the whole second half of the season grinding it out and being on the edge of elimination so many different times, and being able to win that game and celebrate and the emotions that everybody were feeling after that game was what meant the most to me.
This year, when your good friend, the late Roy Halladay, was enshrined in the Hall of Fame, what were your emotions like that day?
Super excited. Obviously you're saddened that he's gone, but you can live in the sadness that he's gone, or really recognize the human and the ball player that he was, and him getting elected is just an honor for himself, but also a celebration for his wife and his children, so that they can always look back on and understand the impact that Doc had in this game, and that's a blessing.
Another great 6'6" right-hander that you've grown really close to is Adam Wainwright, and I saw when you walked into the clubhouse, you guys gave each other a hug, and I've seen the video where you attribute your faith and your turning to the Lord to Adam, in large part, always trying to bring you to Christ.
Yeah, Adam was a huge influence in me, and so was Mike Matheny and Matt Holliday and Lance Berkman and Cal Eldred and Woody Williams, other guys that we had in this clubhouse. But Adam was one that was there for me also, and I shared before that it's interesting that when I first came here and Adam got traded here, they stuck Adam next to me to shepherd him in the locker room and in the clubhouse to become a professional and follow me around to learn what it looked like to work and compete, and he turned into just an amazing player, an amazing clubhouse leader, and an amazing organizational guy. And in the flip-flop over the years, he shepherded me in the off-the-field stuff and brought me to know the Lord closer and have a relationship with the Lord, and I owe him that.
So even though right now you're not winning championships and throwing 2 hitters, you're in a much better place in your life.
Absolutely. Yeah, no question about that.
Final thought, what would be next in your life? I mean, you've done everything in baseball. Would being a general manager or manager appeal, or do you just love this kind of role?
Right now I am where I am, and this is what I enjoy. I still have kids that are 16 and 13 at home that I still have time that I need to be there for them, and so my devotion is to them until they don't need me anymore or don't want me anymore, or whatever it is. But I also really enjoy the opportunity that the Cardinals, Mr. DeWitt and Mo, and the people in this organization give me to come down here, and spend time trying to just, again, develop guys and encourage guys any way that I can. Share my experiences often on the field and off the field, to just help anybody figure something out, maybe just get them a little better advantage. But also during the season, also when I get to come to St. Louis or wherever it is, if they're on the road, my time that will be there too I'm excited and I'm thankful for that opportunity, but I also really enjoy it.